Hey everybody, it's my first YouTube video ever. Been doing it because I'm doing it on my MS, my story, I guess is what you call it. This everybody else calls it my story, and how I was diagnosed and all that crap. I was diagnosed in 2014. I think it was February when they finally decided what was wrong with me. But in 2012, I got disability for mental shit. I'm not freaky, I'm not gonna go out and kill people or anything. It's a mental thing from shit that happened when I was a kid and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, had my disability already and stuff. But then some of the things that were happening that I thought were all because of this eating disorder just kept on and kept on and kept on. Like I was stumbling around, memory problems. I'm doing this on my phone, so it's wobbly. So don't bitch about it. Just deal with it. I'm not rich. I don't have a fucking full set of video camera. Blah blah blah. Blah. Anyway, yeah, where was I? MS Fog. Um, let's see, 2014. Yeah. Okay, I was going to my PCP that I had, and then I moved to another town, and I had to get a new one, and blah blah blah. And I went to see a neuropsychologist who gave me these tests and said, you have a conversion disorder, which means that that it was stress related, and I can't think clearly on the spur of the moment and stuff. I can't process what somebody said to me. I can't process what the hell I'm trying to say to them. So, but anyway, it started out with, I'd be standing, like standing up, but my body, it felt like there was a wave going down it, but I was standing still. And I didn't know what was up with that. And I'd have to like grab onto the counter or whatever was near that I could grab onto at the time because I thought my ass was going to fall down. And I talked to my doctor about this and everything. And, he was a eating disorder and blah, 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 blah. So, anyway, I was having memory problems, really bad memory problems. And fatigue. Fatigue. I didn't know that's what it was at the time. I was tripping. And I was forgetting stuff. I would try to get up to get my babies up for school, and the alarm would go off, and I would turn it off and wake up an hour later. And I was like, oh my God, they missed the bus. So I'd have to get them to school. And that happened. I could not. I used to keep a really clean house. I did. Always clean. I cleaned every freaking day. That's what I did with my daughter when she was little. I'm like, this is the way we clean the house, this is what we do, blah, blah, blah. Couldn't do that anymore. And it wasn't because I couldn't move or something. I couldn't move. I sit down and I'd be there and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta clean this stuff. I gotta do this. But yet I'm like, I just feel like such a task. And the days go by so fast. I wake up and then all of a sudden it's time for bed again. And I don't know, my world was spinning out of control and stuff. And then I started falling down. Down. Fall straight forward onto my face, but I'd always catch myself with my hands, so I never busted my face open or anything. But what sucks about that is my daughter was 14 at the time, and my son was 10. And one day I fell 5 times being outside, walking around with them. Kaboom! And they were freaking out. And as a mother, you don't want your kids to witness that stuff. And my son would run to the bottom of the steps. There was like 5 steps down from my trailer. He'd run down there and reach his hand up and be like, Mom, take my hand. I don't want you to fall again. And so basically that went on and everything. I started seeing a neurologist. I think his name was Donald Hopewell. He's awesome, but he moved 4 hours away and that sucks. So I have a new one now. And he's cool too. But Dr. Hopewell is the one that diagnosed me. I was going to see him 4 appointments and telling him what was going on and stuff. My friend was researching this stuff with me because that's what I do. I have access to the internet. I'm going to research stuff. So I was researching my symptoms and, Parkinson's comes up and this and that. And, I'm like, I don't have Parkinson's. I worked at a residential care facility. Before that, a nursing home. And I knew how people were when they had these diseases they were coming up with and everything. And, excuse me, Dr. Hopewell said he didn't think it was MS, but my next appointment, he goes, we're going to go ahead and test you for MS. So I did the spinal tap thing, which wasn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be, unless they're pussies. Sorry, yep, I cussed pussies. Just a word by men. All cuss words were created by men or mankind, and now everybody's an uproar because they get butthurt because somebody says one of those words to them and they don't like it. I don't care. I'm me, it's my life, I'll do what I want. Anyway, so I did the spinal tap and went, tested it, came back, said, you have MS. And I didn't even really understand what MS was, but me and my friend had brought that up, and she said she'd known somebody who's had it for 30 years and she's still doing awesome and blah, blah, blah. So lucky for that woman. Anyway, I was diagnosed with it. I was put on the Copaxone shot. I took that for 1.5 years, but like the last month that I was on it, every shot that I was giving myself, it's like I hit a nerve or something every time I gave myself shots. And it stung like a bitch, and so I asked Dr. Hopewell, can I get on a pill? Because I heard there was a pill. So he put me on Tecfidera. That sucked for me. It made me freaking have shit coming out of every orifice in my fucking body. It was horrible. So then, eventually, I got on Aubagio, and that's the one I'm currently on, and it was doing awesome. It's a once-a-day pill. Yeah, I got a couple hours. It's a once-a-day pill that I took, and instead of falling down so much, I'm still kind of wobbly sometimes. I have a cane, but I don't like to use it, but I do know when I need to use it, and I will use it. What else? Memory trouble. My memory is shot to poo, I'm telling you. I can't remember if I have, like, I smoke cigarettes. Oh my god, you smoke cigarettes. I don't give a shit. I smoke cigarettes. I have my lighter in my hand, and I haven't had a cigarette for like a couple hours or something. I'm like, I want a cigarette, and I'll get a cigarette, and I'm like, where's my lighter? And I'll literally walk around for almost an hour looking for my damn lighter, and it's in my goddamn hand. So, I remember problems like that. I lose this cell phone all the time. And I don't know why or how. I tell everybody, it's possessed, it's hiding from me. But no, it's just my dumb ass losing it. So I lose my phone all the time. I lose my wallet. I lose everything all the freaking time. And I'll search all over for an hour or more. An hour. I can talk. For an hour or more. And then I'll find it, and it'll just be somewhere where I'll look, and I'll be like, damn, there it is. And I've looked there. I swear to God I have. Looked all over. I live in an apartment. It's a one-bedroom apartment. It ain't that big. But, anyway, my cognition, my everything. The last time that I seen my neurologist, he did another brain thing. And he had an assistant or somebody who was teaching in there and stuff. And he came up with this word, and I can't remember what it was. But it basically meant my brain had shrunk. He told me it was a little bit smaller than a grapefruit. My brain's a little bit smaller than a grapefruit. That's freaking fantastic. That made me feel wonderful. But anyway, I was still taking my meds, and I was still feeling pretty good for the most part. Let's see. My other symptoms that I've had. I can pee my pants. Once it hits me that I gotta pee, I gotta run, sprint, whatever, to the bathroom, or I'm peeing my pants. That's wonderful. Wonderful MS. Puh. Anyway, what else did I have? I have pain. I have pain in places where it just comes out of nowhere. Like in my wrists, in the palms of my hands, in the bottoms of my feet, in my ankles, in my knees. I have really severe pain in my lower back, which I was told was arthritis. So, but it'll go up my spine sometimes, and it really hurts. And I'm like, well, I guess it's moving up my spine. I don't know. What else? Oh, the greatest thing was that I'm disabled. I have Medicaid and Medicare. My Medicaid was United Healthcare, which is freaking awesome. But I had this guy knock on my door from Anthem, and it didn't hit me that was Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I was told by my uncle they were bad. Don't go for them. But he came in, Anthem, and did his BS and crap that salesmen do, and he talked me into switching over. He said, everything is going to be fine. This was like in November at some point. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to keep your United Healthcare on January 1st. It'll all switch over. It'll be smooth. Everything's fine. Okay. Went to get my medication filled. the next month they said, you don't have Medicaid. I'm like, what? They said, you're not going to have Medicaid until January 1st. I'm like, or January 2nd. I can't remember. Whatever. January anyway. So, I'm a broke ass bitch. I can't afford all this medicine that I was on. So, I just took it until it ran out. And I had withdrawals from hell. Yeah, it was fun, I'm telling you what. Anyway, I realized after withdrawing from all these medications, I was on like 5, I think, in my MS drug, Aubagio. The medications I was on, I was on gabapentin, I was on amantadine, I was on Topamax for my eyeball headaches. That's what I called them. I was told they were migraines, and I've learned lately that they're cluster headaches. But this eye right here, it would feel like somebody was stabbed a knife in it. It was just grr, 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 grr. And I don't want to move. I don't want to open my eyes. I don't do anything. But that's why I was put on the Topamax for that, and they went away. But, okay, and I was on the freaking drug thing. Gotta skip around. MS is a bitch. Anyway, let's see. Topamax. What else? I was on amantadine. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. See, I was on Aubagio, Topamax, amantadine. I was on Effexor, which I had been on since 2012 or 2010 or something. That was way, way a long time ago. But I was on that for depression. Might as well tell you, I'm disabled. Can't work anymore. Because I have a severe stress and anxiety disorder. And let me tell you, that's a great thing to have when you have MS. Wonderful. Anyway, and I have introverted borderline personality disorder, which means I don't take it out on everybody else. I take it out on me. Just myself. It's kind of scary to watch. But hopefully, not hopefully anything. People haven't really seen me in action with that in quite a while and stuff. But I have severe clinical depression is what it was called. And so Jessie, I got my Jessie girl here. She's beautiful. Look at you. Beautiful. Look at you. Anyway, it's my baby. She is. She helps me out a lot because I live alone. And yeah, she's beautiful. I love her so much. Anyway, what else? The medications. I was put on nortriptyline. That was one of the last ones I was put on because I was having trouble sleeping. Which I still have trouble sleeping. I either can't get to sleep, or I just sit up because I am not ready for bed because I'm not sleepy in the least. And I could stay up all night. I could. But, so I was put on the nortriptyline last and stuff. But anyway, what happened is the asthma guy comes and then all of a sudden I don't have Medicaid. Can't afford my meds. So, I kept calling and calling and calling, and they said, no, you don't have it. Or I was told a couple of times you do have it, and I called to get my medicine refilled, and they said, nope, it's not going to be active until January 2nd. So I'm like, okay, that's great, because all this fucking medicines say do not stop taking without contacting your doctor. So, I contacted my doctor. I had an appointment with him February 21st, which I'm really excited for, because after getting off of all the medications, I realized how numb they were making me. They were making me so numb, and I just don't want that anymore. So, F all the medications. I'm going to take Aubagio, which will help the relapses, or it'll help me with the shit that's going down. But once I was not taken off, but once I didn't have any to take anymore, started having all these symptoms appear out of nowhere that I hadn't experienced before. Let's see. My memory got really, really worse. Bad. I started having these little, the only thing, I've never been stung by a bee, but that's what it feels like if I were to envision what it'd be like to be stung by a bee. These little stingy pains all over, just out of the blue, anywhere on my body. I've had them on my face. I've had them on my finger, like right there by my fingernail. I've had them in the palms of my hands. I've had them in the bottoms of my feet. I've had them underneath my toes. And it's just like, bzz, but it makes me go, ah! And I freak people out when that happens because it hurts. And it's just a really quick boom. But then sometimes it'll start and it'll just keep on like, bzz, 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 bzz. And I get to a point where I just tear up and I just beg God, please make it stop. And eventually it'll stop. But it's horrible. Another thing, the MS hug. The MS hug, I discovered what that was. Like, I say a couple months ago. That's not good either. Oh my gosh. That is so not good. Um, what else? What else? What else? Itching. The MS itch. The MS itch that goes to your bone. I swear to God, if I could have got to my bone, I'd be itching my bone. I swear to God, I keep my fingernails short. I don't know if you can see or not. My fingernails, I don't have fingernails. I keep them short like that, but I can still scratch the fuck out of myself. Yeah, I said the F word. It's just an effing word. Sorry if anybody got butt hurt. Anyway, oh, think, Becky. I should have wrote it down. I should have. You think I'd have thought it by now. I'm a writer. But I didn't. Where was I at? Oh, the itching. The itching is horrible. Okay, another thing. Talking about horrible. Oh my God, what was that? Fatigue. I didn't know what fatigue was until I got diagnosed with MS. I thought it was just being lazy. It was like the lazy ass disease or something. No. The fatigue with MS is crippling. Crippling. And those of us with MS know this. Those without MS don't know this, but yeah. Okay. So, anyway, shoot, I don't know what else to say. This is 16 minutes. Okay, whatever. 16 minutes. Anyway, what else have I had? I had my 2 babies. They lived with me. I had a beautiful girl named Madison Rain, and I have a beautiful boy named Ashton Sky. And when I started falling down and stuff and getting so upset because I didn't want my babies to worry about me, because what mom wants her babies to worry about her? It's supposed to be the opposite. Anyway, my daughter was going through puberty, and I was talking to her about everything, and I thought we were just best buddies and stuff, but then she was hiding stuff from me that I didn't know. But anyway, from the falling down and everything, her dad asked me if he could have custody, and I flipped and stuff, and he said, no child support. You're going to get him any and every chance that you can or you want to. He just wanted to take the burden off of me to help out. And he was married, and and he had 2 other kids there and stuff, so I thought, okay. I prayed to God for like 5 days straight, and I bawled my freaking eyes out and stuff, and I gave it to God. I said, you show me what I need to do. And my daughter at the time was in Lakeland because she had some issues going on. She was cutting on herself and stuff. I did this stuff when I was younger too, and sometimes stuff. Anyway, doesn't matter. I called him and I begged him because she wanted to go to this place called Heartland, which was close to me. Lakeland was in the town he lived in. So he talked with his wife and stuff, and they decided, it'd be best to go there, and I didn't care. I just wanted help for my little girl. And so they took her up there, and, he did that, and I wound up, after giving it to God, after crying. And I thought, okay, this is best, because I'm still going to get to see them, but they're not going to get to see me falling on my fucking face all the time. Which would have been amazing to not have them see ever again. What happened? Yeah, I gave him custody of him and stuff, and then the kids were happy, and I got to see them. I didn't have a vehicle, but my friend whose property I lived on at the time was taking me and stuff to see them, and I thought everything was fine, and they seemed happy. My daughter was making friends at school. She was doing better. She got put on medication. I found out she was bipolar. I don't know where that came from, but she was bipolar. And I've never seen anything that made me think that she had bipolar. But anyway, she was put on medication. She was doing better and stuff. My son had some funky thing going on with the tooth that didn't want to fucking come down in his mouth. And because of their father's wife and stuff, shit got done. And I'm very thankful for that. But then I get news one day that their father and their stepmother are getting a divorce because he's a freaking idiot. That's what I was told. So I'm like, okay, but then here's the thing. They lived in Marshfield. He left or got kicked out or whatever he did. And the stepmother, I used to call her stepmaster, the ex-stepmother, was talking to me and she said, I need you to sign papers, Becky, because your kids can't continue to stay here and go to school here unless they have a guardian. A guardian, I believe. I don't know. But anyway, unless I sign these papers, my babies can continue to go to school there. They'd have to be pulled out of another school and being with their father. And, it was an up and down thing. Like, here, go to the school for a little while, and then, oops, I gotta move, go to the school for a little while. And I don't want that for my kids. My daughter's gonna be graduating this next year. Or this year, actually. Oh, good Lord. She's gonna be 18 in July. She's gonna be an adult. I didn't want her to be taken out of school when she was in 11th grade, whatever, and have to go start over someplace new for like a year. It didn't seem fair to me. I talked with both of my kids, because I'm open with both of my babies. I asked them how they were doing there, if they liked everything there, if everything was going good with their stepmother, because I went through a horrible thing with them, with my daughter. She made me feel like that this stepmother was saying horrible things about me to her, calling me a shitty mommy when she's 5 years old. She's bawling her eyes out to me saying, Angela says you're a shitty mommy. Okay. And by far not a shitty mommy. I'm not the greatest mother in the world. I'm not rich. I can't shower my kids with gifts and stuff like that. But they knew I loved them. I would die for them. Anyway, so I signed this paper and everything. And now it seems like since the MS came on, since my memory fails me all the time now, since I can't comprehend things, since, I don't know, but it seems like they're using that against me to say, you're a shitty mom because you can't think straight and you can't do this and you're sick. But they don't want to come out and say, oh, you have MS. You can't take care of your kids anymore. What I'm being told is, you never took care of your kids, you're a shitty mom. If it wasn't for me, your kids would be so bad off right now. But luckily, I came in and saved the day. It's not what I was told, but that's pretty much the way I took it. Anyway, so that's what I'm going through right now, is the fact that I haven't seen my kids in almost 5 months. I have not seen them. My daughter, because my phone was messing up, and I talked to her previous to Christmas about, what are you doing, because I want to see you guys on Christmas, and she didn't know. And then she sent me a text message that I didn't get until January 4th, because our friends that we had didn't celebrate Christmas till January 1st. So I was like, thinking somebody's going to be getting in touch with me or something, come on. And, but I didn't receive anything until January 4th, and then I got a message from my daughter saying, are you coming to see us? And I got a message from my friend on that same day also saying, if you want to see your kids, you need to call. Okay, rather than call me herself, she sends me a fucking message that because my phone's messed up, I don't get until January 4th. So I texted my daughter immediately, and I apologized, and I said my phone is messing up. I don't know what's going on. I am so, so sorry. And so the next thing I get is a big, long text message on her phone from her stepmother saying that, that she don't want to talk to me. My own daughter doesn't want to talk to me because I lied and I did this and I did that and I was supposed to see them and I chose not to because I don't love them. I'm a bad mom because if I loved them, I'd move freaking, I don't know how, 2 hours away to a town I don't know into subsidized housing just so I could be closer to my kids. My thing is, as long as I have a vehicle, which I should be getting this next month, I will go to my kids. I'll go to my kids wherever they are. I'll drive to hell and back if I have to. But anyway, that's not really about the MS. That's just part of the MS shit that I've been going through. I feel like they're using it against me. And because I can't think on the spot and answer her questions when she's berating me on the phone and stuff, that I'm just a shitty person. I'm a shitty parent. I'm this, I'm that, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I got, I got my Medicaid back. I got on my Aubagio. I have an appointment next month with my neurologist, and I'm just going to tell him like it is. I don't want to fucking be on these other medications. They make me numb, because that's what they did. So, what else? I don't know what else to say. I can talk. All the semesters can talk, right? Whatever. I don't know what else. I should have written shit down. Maybe I should redo this. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at it when I'm done. But I just wanted to get a word out there to everybody. Yes, I have MS, and if you have any questions about anything, I've been through some shit. I've had symptoms. Ow, I'm having one right now on the bottom of my foot. One of those stingy pains. That freaking sucks. Yeah, and it's gone. Okay. Whew. Anyway, yeah. um, let's see. I don't know. Don't know. I don't know what else to say really. So this is my first video. Maybe the second one will be better. I don't know. So later, y'all.